Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm with the gorgeous Bambi and we're going to show you how to get this look, which we've called I Woke Up Like This. I hope you enjoy it. So we started this look by cleansing the skin with Nivea's micellar water, and I'm using that with a cotton pad just to cleanse the skin. This product leaves no residue, so you can just start the makeup straight away and it leaves the skin really fresh and clean and breathable. Next, I'm going to hydrate using MAC Cosmetics Fix Plus Spray, and I'm just spritzing that all over the face. And then I'm going to use Clarks Botanicals Anti-Puff Eye Cream, which is a really beautiful product, especially to use in the morning for a morning makeup look. So I'm just patting that under the eyes really gently, and then we're going to come in next and hydrate the rest of the face. And I've chosen for this look to use Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. This product has been a long time favorite in my makeup kit. It's super hydrating and very creamy and lush. I wouldn't recommend for oily skin, but I really love it for dry to normal skin types. Next, we're going to hydrate the lips, and I've chosen to use Glossier's rosebalm.com. I love these. These are always in my handbags and in my kits. They've all got different flavors. They're great. Next, we're going to add a little bit of glow using Willetta Skin Food, and I'm just patting that onto the cheekbones. So now I'm going to brush up Bambi's beautiful brows. I'm going to lightly fill them in on the ends just to give them beautiful shape. And then once they're all filled in, I'm going to set them in place with Benefit's 24-hour brow setter, which is one of my favorite brow products. I just find this has got a really great holding power for the day to night. And you can see here it goes on really, really easily because it's got really small bristles on the brush. So next we're going to add a little bit more glow to the skin, and I'm using Armani Beauty Fluid Sheer, and this is in the shade number 2. So you can see I'm just tapping a little bit on the cheekbones and in the hot spots. And now I'm coming in with Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in the shade number 6. And you can see I've poured it in the palm of my hand, and I want the warmth of my hand to really warm up the product. I'm really going to sheer this out. We don't want a really heavy foundation look. We want it to be quite light and natural looking. We want her skin to look like skin. So sometimes for red carpet I'll layer this up, but today we're going to do a really light base. So the brush I'm using is by MAC Cosmetics, and it's a duo fiber brush, and the best thing about the brush is it actually gives a really sheer coverage, so you're not going to be able to load it up unless you use a lot of product. So you can see here it's really blending, it's looking really natural, and you can just keep buffing the product into the skin so it looks perfectly flawless. Okay, so now we're going to use IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, and I'm also using a duo fiber brush from MAC Cosmetics, and I'm just going to buff this under Bambi's eyes and just around the nose and on any imperfections. This has got great coverage. If you're someone who feels like they've constantly got dark circles or under eye bags, I highly recommend this product. It comes in so many shades and it's super thick and creamy, so you can kind of apply it with a brush, and then I like to work it in with the warmth of my fingers just to blend it out. You can see how beautiful it looks here on the skin. So I'm just lightly tapping the excess of that product on any areas that I feel need a little bit more coverage because we went so light on the foundation. And you can see how gorgeous it looks. It's super natural, and it doesn't look like she's got a ton of makeup on. So now I'm coming in with the Bobbi Brown Pro Face Palette, and I'm using a cream cheek brush by Zoeva. And what I'm doing here is I'm just creating some shadows on Bambi's face. So just in the cheekbones, the side of the nose, the temples, jawline. And I love this palette. I honestly can't live without it. So next we're going to curl the lashes using Charlotte Tilbury's Eyelash Curler. And we're just going to prepare to do our beautiful eye look. So I'm going to prep the eyes with Charlotte Tilbury's Eyes to Mesmerize in the shade Rose Gold. And I'm just applying this mainly to the lid, and then I'm going to buff out the edges slightly. I'm using a 239 MAC Cosmetics brush. So once I've applied this product, this is going to serve as our makeup eye base. And I just find by using a cream product to start, whether it's a cream shadow or liner, it helps the shadow stay for longer. So now I'm using this gorgeous palette by Charlotte Tilbury. It's called Stars in Your Eyes, and I'm just using that really light creamy shade just under the brow bone. And now I'm going to use a really matte pale pink shade in the crease, and I'm applying that with a 217 brush. So it's always great if your model can look straight ahead for the crease, and you can just start to buff that in, starting from the outside, pulling inwards. And then you can come back in later on with a clean makeup brush just to buff it all out and have soft edges. So this colour looks amazing on blue eyes, but it could also look beautiful on brown eyes also. So now I'm just going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Eye Smudger brush, and I'm dipping it into the more metallic pink shade, and I'm just going to highlight the centre of the eyelids there. I like this brush because you can really press the product in. It's nice and dense. You're not going to get so much fallout than using a fluffy brush. So we just want that pop of metallic so when Bambi's eyes open, it looks super pretty and fresh. Now I'm just taking that matte pink shade and I'm just running this under the lower lash line, just sort of wrapping that pink shade around under the eyes. It's really going to complete the eye makeup look. So once I've applied that, I'm just coming in with a clean 217 brush and I'm just buffing that product under the lower lash line just so it looks super soft and diffused. Don't want any harsh lines in this look. We want it to be really pretty and feminine. So next we're going to line the upper lash line, and this is DIOR liner in the shade Matte Brown. These liners are great. They go on really easily. They've got really bold, dense colour. You just need to be careful, depending on the eye shape, that the client keeps their eyes closed just for a second after you've applied it, because it can be quite wet and transfer to the upper lid. So I'm just keeping this really close to the lash line, and I'm just going to pull it out a little bit on the edges, but it's more just to enhance the mascara. So now we're going to apply Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara, which I'm absolutely loving. This lengthens and makes the lashes look super voluminous. I've been wearing this a lot myself lately, and it's definitely out there with one of my all-time favorite mascaras. So I'm applying that with the MAC Cosmetics fan brush, which I use in my kit always on my clients. These are great to have. They're really easy to sanitize and clean between each person that you're working with. And the thing I love about this brush is you can coat the lashes from either side. So you can lift them from underneath and you can also coat them on top. You can see here just how beautiful that mascara is. So now I'm just going to run that on the lower lashes just to finish the mascara look. The other thing I love about this mascara is it doesn't transfer, so it's got a really great hold throughout the day and night. Next we're going to warm up the skin using NARS Laguna bronzer, and I'm just using the Ray Morris Kabuki brush. So now I'm just going to powder the T-zone. I'm using Charlotte Tilbury's Flawless Finish Powder, and I'm applying that with the MAC Cosmetics brush and just focusing on the T-zone, particularly on the sides of the nose and the center of the forehead and a little bit under the eyes. And now for some blush. This is one of my favorite new palettes by NARS. It's the Heartbreaker cheek palette. I'm just mixing a few pinky peachy shades there and dusting that onto the apples of the cheeks and pulling it upwards and outwards. And to do the lips, we're going to line them with Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk lip pencil, which is a definite staple in my makeup kit. I use this all the time. It's like a super natural lip color. You can see here it's beautiful and soft. And then for the lip color, we are going to apply Dior Makeup Backstage Lip Palette. So I love this palette. It's a really great one to have in your kit. It's got a mixture of shades and texture finishes. We're going to apply more of a creamy shade here in the pink, which looks super pretty with the rest of the makeup look. So now I'm just going to finish with some highlighting, and I'm using another new palette, which is the NARS High Voltage Highlighting Palette, and I'm just dusting that onto the tops of the cheekbones, the center of the nose, and the Cupid's bow, and on the inner eye. And I love this palette. I've been using this a lot lately. Highly recommend it. I always love doing the highlighting towards the end of the makeup. I find it's just a great way to enhance certain features and to bring the makeup look to life and to give it a really, really beautiful finish. And to finish this look, we're going to add some freckles. So I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Brow Palette. And I'm using a cool brown shade. I'm just tapping that on with an angle brush, and you just need to make sure that you really press that in and break up the product so it looks super natural. So you just add a little bit on the cheeks and on the nose. And there you have it. That is the I Woke Up Like This makeup look with the beautiful Bambi. Thank you so much for watching this makeup video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I would love to answer all of your questions. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.